What's good, everybody? This is Derek Owens with the Central Ohio High School Showcase, and got a special interview today. As the basketball season approaches, football winds down, the basketball season's getting revved up. I'm pleased to be joined by two of the fresh faces in Central Ohio basketball, soon to be nationwide faces. The freshman King Kendrick from Northland High School, and the freshman Ariyana Cradle, affectionately known as Peanut to the basketball world at Westerville South. And we just going to have an opportunity to chop it up with them and kind of get their thoughts on their freshman season coming up and what they hope to provide a successful basketball season for the Vikings and Wildcats. So let's get into it, man. First of all, how y'all doing?
Good.
Peanut King?
I'm good.
Everything good? All right, all right. So I want to just get started, and both you guys, young players, a lot of expectations and everything. But I want to know, when did you fall in love with the game of basketball? Do you remember a specific moment, an age, your first AAU game, or talk to me about when you remember falling in love with the game?
I fell in love with the game when I was around 6 years old, playing at Howard Rec Center, and Sean Jones played there, so all who were there. But I fell in love right there and then. I was like, I really love basketball. I also played football though, so it was like, which one? But basketball, I just love basketball. It's fun to play. Parents loved it, sisters loved it, family loved it. So I'm like, I'm gonna stick with basketball. I love that.
So let's stay there though. Let's talk to me about football. So little league football player, what position?
I play quarterback, running back, wide receiver, but my main position was wide receiver.
So you still have a love for the game of football?
I love watching it, but playing it is like, I would play it with my friends, but I couldn't do it again. It's because all the injuries and all that. But I still love the game of football, but I couldn't see myself playing it again.
Basketball a little bit safer indoors, huh? Yeah, absolutely. Peanut.
I started playing when I was about 6 years old too. For my church, it's called Upward, and I always had a ball in my hand, and I just fell in love with it and stick with it.
Did you play any other sports growing
I
up?
played soccer, and I was really better at soccer than basketball. But my mom told me to pick one or the other. I took basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could be taking a lot of visits for soccer instead of basketball, huh?
Yeah, but basketball the sport.
So were you a goal scorer, defender? What did you do on the soccer
I
field?
did everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Fast?
Oh yeah.
Super fast. All right. But basketball is a sport now, and I just want to ask you, who are your basketball influences? Who do you look to when you talk about patterning your game, or just who you like to watch? But when you think about an influence that you looked out there in, whether it's high school, college, or pros, who's your influences?
My influences is Keely Elmore, who went to Northland High School.
I remember Keith, yeah.
Jelani Simmons, he went to Beach Grove. People wouldn't know that I knew him, but he was cool. I used to talk to him a lot. Trey Burke, he's really spiritual. He really listened to him. He really tell you some stuff. And really that makes sense.
Wow.
Make a lot of sense. And they're both, all of them are good players. So it's I love to watch them players. So I've grown up watching them, and then NBA, it would be Kevin Durant. This how good he is. This how skillful he is. This is the mid range. That's my favorite shot.
You've seen.
So yeah.
What about you, Peanut? Who are your influences?
Definitely Kateri Cole. She go to LSU now, and Janiyah Barker, and Asia Dawson, my trainer.
Now, both of you guys coming into high school, a lot of hype around you, King. Peanut, you already have offers from colleges. But I want to ask you, how important are academics, okay? In order to get to this next level of college, you're going to have the grades, test scores, and as high school basketball changes, which could be a lot different for you in 3 years than it is now. But just talk about how important academics are.
Yeah, definitely. It's always been important, and you gotta be right in the classroom to be on the court. You gotta have that GPA, the test scores, everything. Everything matters about school to get on the court.
Okay.
Yeah, academics always come first. If I don't got academics, I can't do what I want to do in life, period. Not even basketball. I want to go to college to get my business degree or something. Whatever I want to do in college, I got to have academics. I have to have good grades to do basketball, anything. So, yeah.
talk about having good study habits. Okay, both of you guys hit the gym every day, I'm sure,
Yes, sir.
right, to work on your basketball game. Talk about having those same habits, studying to be prepared in the classroom for tests and things of that nature.
Yeah, when I get home from school, go right to my desk, put my stuff out, look over it, do a couple work, and go to the gym. Then come back, do work again, then do the same thing every day.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, in my English class, we actually had to make a schedule for like our academics and study this time and this time and this time. So I have practice like right after school.
Mhm.
So I go to practice, come home, and then do work. Go to sleep, probably get some food, and then if I'm still have work to do, I'll wake up, finish the workout.
But you definitely have a plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Schedule. That's great. That's great. So, Northland, Coach Tyjon Johnson, he's got a revival started. You know what I mean? He's getting Northland back to the heyday of the Sullingers and the, Trey Bergs and the J.D. Witherspoons. You're going to be a big part of that. And Peanut, a team at Westerville South that was really good last year, and they're going to be looking to make that next jump and possibly make it to that Final Four in Dayton. But individually and team-wise, what are both of you guys' expectations coming into the year, being freshmen? How do you want to lead this team?
Leading the team, I just making sure my guys are there at practice, make sure their heads up, encouraging them at practice, making sure they pushing through, not trying to give up. Cause we have Thorin too.
Mhm.
He's like real hard on himself. We got to fight and fight and fight. If we work hard, I know we can win a championship, and I know we can go farther than people think we can. I think we're gonna really like make people turn heads and all that for everybody in the city when they see us this year.
Fantastic. Peanut.
Yeah, definitely what King said, and make sure you're a leader on the court. Both of us, me and him, being a leader, communicating with the teammates, picking their head up, our heads up, just being there.
Do you have any individual goals? Scoring, assists, rebounds? Maybe you want to lead the team in assists, being point guards, or do you want to lead the team in scoring? Do you have any individual goals, or do you want to just take this game by game, being so young, and just let it all play out as a freshman?
Yeah, definitely just game by day. But definitely I want to hit 2,000 points before I leave the high school, and being the Gatorade Player of the Year, being a state champion too. So, yeah.
Great goals. King?
I just want to get better and better, better and better and better. I already know what I know. I know I can. Like, I know I'm gonna be great, but I just want to get better and better. I have no specific goals, cause I just know that I can do anything I put my mind to. So
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. No question. Peanut, I want to talk to you about the recruiting process because got a lot of offers, right? Just visits that I've seen you on, Ohio State, Michigan, Kentucky, took a trip down to the Carolinas, North Carolina State, just came back recently from West Virginia. Just talk about the recruiting process from the first time you took a visit, right, up until now, and just how it's been, things that you've seen that most people don't get to see until junior, senior year. You witnessing these things as a freshman on the recruiting trail. Just talk about some of those visits and offers.
My first visit was Kentucky, and I was like real nervous, didn't know what to do, and I was just like scared kind of. But over my visits, like visit by visit, I definitely like got comfortable and just took it, and it's all a blessing. So
They roll the red carpet out for you at these places, don't they?
yeah,
It feels great, doesn't it?
it's awesome.
And with this, and this is with not even having played a high school basketball game yet. Like, what does that tell you about what the colleges, the next level, believe about your potential?
They think I can be great, and they can get me where I need to go.
Awesome. King, not yet. You don't got the offers Peanut got yet, but the talent level may be similar, and those offers are soon to come. So, just talk about AAU a little bit, right? You got a chance to experience some of that process. When you get a chance to play in front of some college coaches on the levels that you've played on, just talk about what that means to you and being able to showcase your talent to that next level of coaches.
yeah, I just want to. When I play in front of coaches, I want to stick out. I'm already sticking out because I can shoot with both hands, being ambidextrous, but I just want to stick out being hustling hard on the court, not talking on defense, communicating, like not being lax, like I'm the best on the court. Even if I am the best on the court, I still gotta be hustling hard and just show them that I'm ready to get offers and be there in the college level.
Absolutely, absolutely. King, I want to go back to you on this, man. You're wearing the Northland Vikings jersey there. We talked a little bit about Trey Burke earlier, but right now on the internet and in these basketball streets, everybody's already comparing you and saying, "Hey, he's going to be the next Trey Burke. He's going to be the next great Columbus City League basketball player, guard player, what have you." Just talk about how you feel about those comparisons, those expectations. I mean, Trey Burke is an amazing basketball player. Mr. Basketball, state champion, national college player of the year, a decade long in the NBA. How do you feel about having those comparisons placed upon you to say, hey, this young man right here, he's going to be able to match that or exceed it?
It's crazy, actually. Like, it's real crazy. Like, this would be compared to Trey Burke, even as being in the same sin as him. Like, they did saying my name with his name in the same sin is just crazy, just by itself. So, like, for me to be compared to him, I'm like, I don't even know what to think. Like, it's like, gotta settle in. And, like, me talking to him is like, I feel more comfortable because I know him. Like, I talked to him, trained with him, he trained me and all that. So, like, it's like, wow, like, I can't believe I'm being compared to him, but
you get the first hand experience of being around him,
yeah.
being in the gym with him, working out with him. So he's able to give some of that knowledge and guidance back to you to help you get to the level that he achieved. All right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Got a chance to talk to your parents a little bit, before we got this started. And they said you guys been friends since 7th grade.
Yeah.
Just talking about the relationship between you two, from a basketball perspective, and then off the court as well. But you both are going to go through this journey together.
Yeah, for sure.
Just talk about how important that is to have somebody that you can lean on. Peanut, you can lean on King, you can lean on Peanut. At times when it may not be as, the lights might not be as bright. And there may be a couple of down times and dark times. Just talk about how important that is to be able to lean on each other.
Well, him right here, this my brother from another mother.
There you go.
But
Yes.
it all started in 2nd grade. We just clicked. Some of us, like at recess, we'd be throwing the football, playing basketball. We was just doing everything together. And as time went on, I was like, hey, King, you want to go to the gym? He's like, yep, I'm pulling up. Like, we've always been together. And then off the court, it's just, I can always lean on him, and we're always there for each other. So, yeah.
How you feel about Peanut, man?
Man, she's a great sister, man. She's like my sister. So like, she always there for me, talking to me, making sure I'm good, and I'm making sure she good. When we do train, go to the gym together, we push each other, make sure we're doing the right thing. Like, everything is just like, that's really my sister. Like, I love her to death and all that. I die for her, all that. But we push each other, like, we call each other, like, make sure we're good with grades, not even basketball, just making sure we're doing good in life, period. Making sure, like, what we're doing at home, making sure we're going to sleep and all that. Just talking every day.
I get that rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, King. Tyhon Johnson, well known for Kingdom Summer League. This is as a player, right? Helped lead East High to the state Final Four. Went on to college, plays basketball overseas, all across the world. Internationally known, Mr. Johnson is. Talk about him being a professional, how he can help guide you to help you get to that next level, only college, but the professional levels as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely say it's a blessing just to have him talking and being in my ear, being on me. It's just a blessing to have him. Like, he knows what to do, what it takes to get where I want to go and where I want to be at. And he knows people that have made it to the league.
Yes.
And he trained people that have been to the league and all that. So, like, he knows what it takes. So I really listen to him, making sure I do what he say do. Just really staying locked in with whatever he says. I'm just listening, all ears. Because it's a blessing just to have him.
Absolutely. And I know he has some expectations for you, and I'm sure as a young player, he wants you to kind of, get your feet wet and, kind of get into it slowly, but I'm sure he's going to be expecting a lot out of you to lead this team. And my last question is, both of you are high profile now as freshmen. And as this continues to go on, sophomore, junior, senior, you're going to get a lot more followers, a lot more people following you, and your influence is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But how do you plan to use your influence to help younger basketball players the young kids that you go into the gym to see, that you're going to be their Trey Burke. You're going to be their Jordan Horston, you know, their Madison Green, right? And they're going to be looking up to you guys to, you know, follow in your footsteps. How do you plan to use your basketball influence to help guide the younger generation to hopefully get them to a stage where you are now? Go ahead.
All right.
Either one.
I'm just like, for younger people, I just want them to be able to just to know, just stay confident. Don't be worried about what other people are doing. Stay in focus. Stay locked in. Especially education. Especially being respectful. Saying yes, ma'am. Saying yes, sir. Open the door for people because you might not know who you see or open the door for. So this having manners, that's the most important thing because you know who you run into. So just being respectful, like you have to be respectful. That's the main thing for a young person. If they're not respectful and they're being disrespectful to somebody that's well known or not even well known, they might be nobody. You still gotta be respectful to whoever.
Absolutely. And the young ladies that's going to be looking up to you, you know. Peanut had 6 offers in the 8th grade, and when I get to the 8th grade, because I know some young basketball players out there that's really good, and they really look up to you, even now. So how do you, you know, when you get around these young people, what are some of the things you want to tell them to say, hey, you know, to get to where I am, this is what you need to do?
Definitely staying locked in with the books first, then basketball. But definitely just gotta lock in. Set your goals down, write it on a piece of paper. Look at those goals every day. And you gotta do what it takes. And definitely, I love giving back to the young girls and young boys too. But like leadership, communicating, everything King just said, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I want to wish you both the best of luck in your upcoming freshman seasons. King, City League is tough, man. You know what I mean? And they'll be coming at you, Beechcroft, Centennial, you know what I mean? You know, so I'm excited to see what you bring to the City League and the Central Ohio basketball. And Peanut, a lot of eyes on you already, but stay locked in. Guys, your team got a really good team. You guys could have a great shot to make it to the Final Four, especially playing in Dayton as a freshman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this was a very special sit down to be able to sit down and talk to King and Ariyana Cradle, affectionately known as Peanut, and just to be able to hear them talk and see what their mindset is as we get into this basketball season. And if you're out there, if you have a chance, get to a Westerville South Girls basketball game. Really good team, really great players, great coach, Jermaine Geis over there. And get to a Northland Vikings basketball game. King Kendrick going to be leading that team. Head coach Tyhan Johnson. And look for them to make some big surprises, man. And we wanted the teams to be reckoned with in Central Ohio. I am Derek Owens Jr. of the Central Ohio High School Showcase. We'll be out there on the scene. Basketball, other sports, you know how we get down. Thank you for all the support. And again, thank you to King Kendrick, Ariyana Cradle, affectionately known as Peanut, for the time. And can't wait to see you guys on the court.
Thank you.
All right. Be good.